My name is Uju. I was born and raised in Lagos. My mom gave birth to 5 girls without a son. I am the second daughter. Because of this mentality that girls are not regarded as a boy is regarded in Nigeria and some most African countries, my father will always be harsh on our mother and us. After my mom gave birth to our last born, Sochima, my father abandoned them in the hospital. It's my mom's younger brother, who lives in Orile, came and paid the little bills before they were discharged. 3 weeks after childbirth, all we had was he is going to marry another wife, that we give him a son. When the lady gave birth, her first child was a son. My father stopped thinking or knowing we are his kids. I am not talking of my mom. He took her as his greatest enemy. He will always call her a witch that was sent to end his generation. That's why she refused to give birth to a son for him. He later finished the house he was building and moved in with his new wife. We lived in the old house. After our rent expired, my mom called and told him. He said if my mom cannot renew it, she should go back to her father's house with her girls because she doesn't mean well for him. That if she does, she will give him a male child. The truth is, we cannot go to village because my dad have not finished his house there. After we were drove out of the house because of rent, we went to live in Orile with my mom's brother and wife and 2 kids in 2 rooms. Before we got 1 room around there, my mom started selling fruits. She used to go to my 12 market to buy fruits. She shared it for my elder sister and I to carry and go and hawk in my 2. Maza Maza, First Gate, Trade Fair, December 2008. Okada man that was running away from people catching one-way offenders hit my mom while she was carrying pawpaw and oranges on her head. So people around helped her, stood up and picked some of her goods that are still fine. She still finished her market, buy some pain relief. We didn't take it so serious. Before 2 weeks, she started feeling deep pains on her waist. Before you know it, she cannot walk properly again. At this time, she will manage to go to my 12. Then only my elder sister and I will be the ones selling. I was 13 years then, but I'm big in size, even bigger than my elder sister, who was almost 14. Not quite long, my mom cannot stand up again and walk for 3 minutes without sitting down. We do not have money. Her brother tried with the little one he can. So this time, my senior sister is the one that goes to my 12th market. Then I and my immediate younger sister, who was 11 years, we carry it to the markets. Our dad's attention was called about our mom's health. He said he do not have money. One evening, I was coming back from trade fair where I went to hawk. It was raining at my 2. The hold up was much. People were walking. I wanted to pee beside a parked bus. The next thing was 2 guys came and said I am not supposed to pee there. They collected my tray and bag that has the whole money I got that day. They say I will pay 2,500 or go and see their boss. If I beg him, he can forgive me. They pointed where their boss stays, not far from where we are. I decided to go, though it's almost night, because I don't have up to 2,500, they said. When we got behind few parked buses, I didn't see anyone. The one behind me grabbed me, held my mouth and hand. I was only saying, brother, please, but his hand covers my mouth. That was how I lost it, in pains and heartbreak. I was crying as I was walking in tears. A soldier woman stopped me and asked me what happened. I told her she was angry and gave me 150 naira to rush home. When I got home, I told my mom. She cried and continued cursing our father for abandoning us because we are girls, even when he have money. She sent me and my elder sister to go to nurse's shop and tell her what happened so she will know the medicine she will give me. After few days, I started market again, but this time our mother told us even if we sold or not, once it's 4:30 p.m., we should start coming home. Few months later, I was brutally forced again by a shop owner in Old Ojo Road, which landed me in the hospital. The lady that heard what I was shouting, who is a neighbor to the man, took me to the authorities and the man was arrested. My mom's brother said, "We do not have money for court since the man's family and friends wants to settle the case with 170,000 and they pay for my medical bills. We have no other option than to do it like that." 3 months later, my elder sister became a victim of same thing where she was selling. She spent 3 days in the hospital. At this point, my uncle suggests we relocate to the village, but money to carry our few property we must need in the village became a problem. I decided to look for my dad. I was 15 years by then. When I met him in his shop at Alaba International, I told him our mother's conditions again. He said he do not have money. God help us through our church members. We relocated to the east. I start to hawk again because that's the only way we can get money as soon as possible. Secondly, our mom's village is developed somehow. I started hawking again. So there is this hotel where girls are hustling. I used to take fruits there to sell. There is this auntie who likes me there who used to dash me money, clothes and roll on. She will be advising me never to allow men to deceive me. So I took her as my auntie, irrespective of her work. Unfortunately, months after we relocated to the village, my elder sister got pregnant. She was married off to a man who was 46 years then while she was going to 17 years. Even on the day they paid her dowry, my dad didn't come back. He instructed his brother to stand as her father. So when I told that my hotel auntie about my sister's conditions, she said she will help me to travel to make money for my family. I have a heart like boys. I believed her and did not tell anyone about the plan. She told me I will be working for someone, but I can also let man to touch me and give me money. This was exactly the word she used. Though by that time I have started having intercourse with few customers, so they continued to buy fruits from me at the age of 16. She assured me I can send 500,000 naira to my mom in 1 year. I know that money will go a long way to save my mom and sisters. When the lady that will carry me came back, she came to my mom's village, told them she wants to carry me to live and work with her in Kano. I convinced my mom and siblings, though my mom did not agree. I insisted. My mom's younger sister supported me. The auntie took me to Kano. From there, she handed me over to the lady that took me to Libya after 1 year and 2 months. I crossed to Europe. In Europe, I still served someone for some years before I became free. I relocated to another country. All my time staying with my first and second boss, I used to find a way to send money to my mom and sisters, which they use in opening better provision store. When I relocated to another country, I met lots of opportunities. Because of that business mindset I have as a child, I start to gather second-handed things. There is this guy I met in Germany. He is a very good person. He was who introduced me to group page container loading. I buy used cooking utensils, used toys, and used building materials, etc., and ship to Nigeria. I saw more businesses and started to withdraw from street hustling, and God showed me mercy. I brought our third daughter to Europe to school and work. When my business started going too well, I bought land for my mom in my mom's town, built a good duplex. She packed in with my sisters. More happiness started to return to my mom's life. One morning, my mom called and said her husband came with some people begging for forgiveness. I really don't know what to say. I told her simple, I don't have a father. and my siblings do not have father. So if you have husband, it's your own business. I warned her seriously never to allow anyone from his side come close to my house. I then cut the call. 2 weeks later, my uncle, who I respected so much, called me saying same thing. Even the President General of my mom's town, where I build house, called on this matter. I simply told them I do not have a father, begged them not to call again on this issue. I told them my mom can't walk well today is because of him. I was forced into womanhood in pains 2 good times because he failed to take responsibility as a father despite having the money. The day we were thrown out from house because of rent, he didn't know he is our father. Our first daughter, who is my elder sister, was also forced to womanhood at 15, where she hawks later was married to a man who is 29 years older than her at 17 because her father was nowhere to be found. Even to come back for his first daughter's marriage, he said he was busy. I was exposed at the age of 13, traveled out at the age of 16 in a bitter way of survival experiences because he denied us that fatherly care. I and my elder sister and my younger sisters didn't go to school much because no money, but we have a father that owns a house in Lagos simply because we are all girls. I told him my siblings do not have father and my mom's husband died when our last born was 1 year. When I met my husband in Europe, he was serious to marry me. He didn't accept for us to go get married in the court and live our lives. He insisted he must marry me traditionally from home because he is from royal family. Since we are from same tribe, just different states, I loved him. He loves me too, despite knowing my story. I can't afford to lose him. That's when he forced me to make peace with the man who says he is my father. After my husband made peace between my father and I and my siblings, we fixed our traditional marriage and wedding. After my traditional marriage in Nigeria, my elder sister is my father's best friend. She was the first person to forgive him. She started to go to visit my dad because he has moved to stay in the East. Sometimes she sleeps over the weekend with her kids in my father's house, cook for him, buy foodstuffs and some provisions for him every 2 weeks. None of his second wife's 4 kids or their mother have visited him since he relocated to the village, according to my elder sister. Even when he was hospitalized, he's still our 4th child that was with him in the hospital all through. Those girls he denied, left to die, denied fatherly love, called different names, are the ones caring for him, providing him food, foodstuffs, etc. My immediate younger sister, who I brought to Europe, placed him on salary. My elder sister brought one little boy to be staying with him and be helping him in some domestic chores. In 2023, I was in Nigeria because my mother-in-law and father-in-law did their golden jubilee. So when my dad learned I will be coming for Christmas, he invited my siblings with his own siblings and my mom. My husband forced me to go. I went. So on that peace meeting, my father re-apologized to my mom again and all of us, his children, on his knees. That day, I decided to forgive him, and that day was the day I started calling him father again. He went to his room, brought out one black sack bag with documents inside. One is his house in Yanoba, upstairs, 4 flats with 7 shops in front of it. We have not been there, but it's only our mom knows there when the constructions was going on. And the other one is a bungalow tenant house in Abara area of Badagry side, and 2 empty land documents in our village. One is 1.5 plots, then the other one is 3 plots. He said the one that is 3 plots is for our mother, then the other one of 1.5 plots for his second son. while his first son will get his Obi. Then the house in Abra is for the second wife, but the one in Iyanoba is for my mom. He said he have 3 shops, but the second wife has forced him to sell 2 shops, that the one remaining is for my mom. His brothers and sisters were all there. He gave my mom all the documents and said to keep the remaining ones for his second wife. Till today, he is still alive. We are in good relationship with him. He goes to visit my mom almost every day because it's a nearby community. I do talk with him at least once in 3 or 4 days. He shows much love to us this time, but the truth is the love cannot make my mom to walk proper again. I always appreciate and remain grateful to my husband every day and night for pushing me to make peace with my father. Though the pains of my early life memories are always fresh in my heart anytime I remember it. My mom and dad are not divorced or separated after the peacemaking, but they never lived together. Save any little girl hawking on the street. She cannot tell you what she sees daily because she is seeing a lot. Nigerian men, girl's child is still a child who can wake up tomorrow to put happiness in your face. Even if you need a second wife, the children of your first wife still needs your attention. Whenever you are treating your wife and children bad, always remember that the old age will come one day. Finally, if you see yourself in this type of my situation, I meant my mom and my siblings' situation with our dad. Always find a place in your heart to forgive him, to be free, but I know it's hard to forget.